And when you're coming through, you want to look out for, like I said, maintenance issues. If you see any like street lights that are out or anything like that, we'll put that in the report. Like something like that, totally going to report. It's never like that. So something's going on with that garage. So what I'll do, kind of see it. And this table, normally I would take a picture of that table as well. That's what's going on. And you want to let people, you don't want to just mess with people, like if there's, unless there's anything, if there's something suspicious going on, or you see somebody like with a tire jack like around a car, you want to just basically stop and ask them are they a resident. Nice table off. This guy's like, he's making a phone, he's about to put it on Craigslist. Just want you can ask anybody if they're doing something that's kind of suspicious. You can ask anybody, are you a resident here? And they can say yes or no. If they say they're not a resident and you see them doing something suspicious, you can ask them to leave. And if they don't leave, then at that point you contact the police and they'll take it from there. So we don't want to come off as like bullies or anything like that, but anything that's suspicious, you just want to kind of use your judgment, personal judgment. Some properties really enforce like parking in the foul lanes. That's considered parking in the foul lane. This property in particular hadn't expressed that they have a problem with people parking there, but some do. So we just kind of go by the protocol of each property. And then but anyway, and just basically just going through here. I normally have the windows down so I can hear. If someone's yelling at somebody or something, you can kind of hear it. So I don't have the music up when I'm on properties. I want to be able to hear anything. And so anyways, this whole patrol has been recorded. I basically upload it to YouTube, and then when I get home, I put that YouTube link inside the report where they can actually see the report, because a lot of security companies, they say one thing and do another. So this is like my proof to show that we are here working and everything. And this probably has a lot of problem with like most of like domestic violence, stuff like that. When I run the police report on it, normally what I see is like a lot of domestic violence and a lot of car thefts, things like that. So you just kind of want to really be, well, I'm sure you probably won't be over here working this, but I'm just kind of showing you what we do. But yeah, just rolling through, and like I say, any maintenance issues, if I see any lights out on these buildings, I write down what you want to write down, what building it is, number of the building, where exactly the light is, take a picture, and just put it all in the report. And they just, they send their maintenance people out and take care of everything. And you don't have to go the same way every night. We just kind of ride through here, and different times. We try not to ever come at the same time, and we try not to ever, get to a point where everybody knows security comes at 10:30 every night. You just want to mix it up every night. So as you're driving through the properties, you want to make sure like there's no windows busted out. If you see like a car with the windows busted out, or it looks like something that's obvious vandalism, you want to report that, and you take a picture of the car, license plate number, and all that good information. And I'll also call the San Jose Police non-hotline, non-emergency line, and report it to them as well. And it's generally more active on the weekends. Like on the weekends between Thursday and Sunday are the busiest days that you'll see a lot of activity. Some sites like this where you want to be really careful on who you make contact with, because there's a lot of gang activity over here in the North Daniels and the South End. Wow. to Daniels and the North Daniels.
County Fire. Terminate. It's 79 clear. Returning.
So I'm kind of selective on who I make contact with. At the end of the day, if I'm uncomfortable, I'll just let the police deal with it. You know, I never tell my officers to get in a situation that they're going to be uncomfortable in. You know, or if you feel uncomfortable, be uncomfortable. You know, if you kind of like thinking twice, don't you know, take the chance. And all my guards are unarmed. I have a firearms permit, but I don't. My guards carry pepper spray, handcuffs, batons, but they don't carry firearms. I don't feel a need for it at this point. But so all the officers are unarmed that I work with. It's a lot of drug activity, so I don't know what they're doing, but it's a lot of drug activity, and like I said, I don't. It's hard to tell because you don't want to come off as harassing people, but when I see the police reports, there's a lot of drug activity, a lot of cars getting stolen over here. So it's just you just gotta use your best judgment. Really, you don't really ever know. You just want to address every situation.
Yeah, I'll be blocking. I guess.
And then this is where we just came from. So
1184 West Macdonald.
So what I'll do